This easy landscape painting was inspired by a Dutch painter named Ton Schulten, who liked to use bright blocks of color. If we mix up the usual painting process and put down our colors first, and then draw the buildings on top, we'll have a creative painting that resembles his beautiful approach to making landscapes. The supplies needed for this project are a sheet of watercolor paper, watercolor paint, a round to tip brush, smaller brush, and a little bit of water. The first step is to draw some lines to divide the paper into blocks. Let's begin by lightly drawing a vertical one going down the center. Then draw another vertical line on the right side and one on the left. No worries about whether they are straight or not. The art is actually a little more interesting if they're not. Now let's add some lines in the other direction. I'm starting with a horizontal one. I'm making mine kind of slant a bit, but you don't have to if you don't want to. After that horizontal line is done, then draw another above it and one below, all the way from one side of the paper to the other. Now the paints can come out, and our goal is just to fill all of these squares with random colors. I'm going to start in the top left corner with a light orange. I'm spreading it out and painting as close to those edges as I can. Now we're going to need to repeat some of our colors, so I'm moving over here and painting another light orange block. Notice how I'm spreading the paint out as much as I can before I go back to the tray and get more paint on my brush. We can switch to another color now. I think I'll make the one above it the darker orange color. Again, I'm trying to work slowly and paint to the edges so I'm not leaving any white spaces. Now I'd like to spread my blocks of color around, so I'm going to move down to the bottom right and fill this one in with a dark orange. And this larger block on the left as well. All right, let's paint some yellow boxes now while our water is still pretty clean. I'm starting with one on the right. And we'll then move up to one on the top row when I'm done. And one more yellow along the bottom. In yellow. So I'm going to switch over now to one of my favorite colors in this tray, magenta. Angle on the left too. Now some cooler colors can get added, but they can still just be completely random. I think I'll start with this navy blue. Please continue adding whatever colors you'd like. Just try to make them touch only at the corners, so no two are side by side. After that last block is filled in, it's a good idea just to let things dry before we move on to the next step. It's helpful now to switch to a small brush because we're going to use it to draw our buildings. Take a moment to get that black paint wet and soft, and then use the brush to draw the main shape. Don't worry if your lines are thin or fat. That's what's going to make this have a cool artsy look. Now you can make your buildings taller or shorter, but I'm going to add triangles on top to make mine a little more interesting. The next building over is going to be a little shorter. It has a triangle roof too, and this one's going to be a little taller. Here's another building. Keep in mind that the top of the buildings don't always have to line up at the edge of the paint. They can be between the colors too. After your buildings are done, you can go back and add some lines to those triangles. I'm painting my outside shape first and then filling it in, trying to make those windows different sizes, but I'm not worried if they're not perfect. Let's finish off by adding a few doors along the bottom of the buildings. So there, my friends, is our finished easy landscape painting done like the artist Ton Schulten. I think it's fun to mix things up once in a while and see what kind of creative art can happen. At Art Projects for Kids, you'll find many more landscape lessons just like this one, including how to draw a field of poppies, how to paint like Edward Hopper, and a landscape with a lake. I hope you check them out too.